right now. So. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. All right, so let me get this stuff ready here. Cameras look good. Oh, I'll do a pop out here real quick. All right, we got about 2 minutes, a minute and a half. Okay. Always thinking, Brady. Always thinking. Keep the rattling to the minimum. All right, we got the chat up. We got the YouTube. Here, I'm going to slide this back. I am streaming right now, but it just says I'll start. Now they just hear background talk. I doubt anyone's listening. They never are. Yeah. Okay. It looks like the microphone's picking up. Hey, it's William Jackson. Probably watching with Isaac. All right. So I'm gonna hit the intro, and we're gonna get going. Here we go. Good morning, Hurling fans! Hailstone Hurling starts now! Welcome to Kiva Sports Center, located in Middleton, Wisconsin. You are looking out upon Michael J. Stotts Field, where the players play. Today we have a cracker of a game, the final one of the 2019 season. Team Blue has assembled one last time to establish exactly how it is they're going to end out the season. With Team Red, a team challenge assembled, hand-picked to give them a heck of a game. I'm going to go through the rosters very quickly. In Team Red, the men who have volunteered to take on Team Blue today, we have Matt Daly, John Kenny, Mike Naprala, Jake Martell, Stephen Cobb, Andy Bean, Dave Grieve, and Liam Jones. In the blue team, we have Willie Costigan, Jerry Green, Dave Nelligan, Derek Hayes, Ben Bars, Eli Berg, Matt Fahey, and Andy Gifford. Today we also working the referee for his first time is Logan Spillner, and behind the scoreboard is a ensemble of friends to the club. In particular, Elise and Laura said they would work the scores. It would appear Logan is checking with the individuals from both teams, make sure they're ready to go, and we should be ready to do the throw-in any minute now. Today is our first ever webcast. We're trying a new format here where we'll be doing the editing live, and to my left, old reliable Brady Terry. Yeah, I hope we don't lose a camera that way. That was probably a bad idea. And when we're off. Headed over to Andy Bean, who scoops up and looks. He heads to the center of the field. Nice easy hand pass over to Jake Martell, who taps it up over to Matt Daly, who's all ready to go. He's got his legs going. It's on the ground over to Naprala. Mike Naprala now is in the corner. You'll have to listen to this announcer to get all the action until he comes back in the camera angle. That's Johnny Kenny with a Kenny pass over to Naprala. Then it goes over to, it looks like Jerry. Jerry sends it a nice pass over to Willie, who drops it, but now has it at center field. He heads back into his own defensive side, but puts it on goal, but it's knocked down by Stephen Cobb. It's then collected by Matt Daly, who throws, hits, and sends it into the board. It's a one hop over to Derek Hayes, who plays nice defense, but he's challenged heavily by Nappy. It rolls over to Jerry, who's still trying to get it. He finally collects. He pops it off the stick, but he's knocked down by Andy Bean. Nice defensive there, and that's John Kenny motoring, hand pass and overlapping. Matt Daly, he's got a wide open shot. He puts it over for the first point of the game. Now Ben Bars pucks out into the corner. It's knocked down by Willie, but he's heavily contested by Jake. Just enough time for Daly to pick it up and send it into the other side of the field. He then is trying to collect it as Nappy, but he's challenged heavily by Jerry. It's now knocked down by I believe that is Nelligan, and that's Nappy who comes out of it with the ready. It's knocked down by Derek, and now it's going after it is Andy Bean who collects it up against the wall. It's blocked down by Jerry. Andy's trying to get it back again, but this time Eli Berg is under it, collects, uses his feet, but then stops, sends it into the middle of the goal box. It's kind of a frantic swing on it. Who can collect it? But it's picked up, put in just off the post, and Willie picks up the first goal for Blue. Now puck out by Stephen Cobb into the corner. It's sent over. Ben Bars comes off his line just quickly enough to collect it. Pops it up, finds his man. Ooh, maybe an ill-advised pass into the middle because Matt Daly's all over it. Now it's Eli and Matt Daly. Eli and Matt Daly. No, neither one giving up. It's there's a bit of a push down, but no call. Now another hip and shoulder. It's now in the corner. They're fighting for it off in that corner. That's a bit of a blind corner for everybody. Now there's probably 5 people now fighting for it. It's collected, hit off the boards, coming back into play is John Kenny. He rushes across the goal box, but it's blocked down by Jerry. Then it's Eli who collects it and is working, headed towards the boards. He can't find anyone. Tries an awkward hand pass, I guess I'd call it, to Derek, who sends it down the middle. Trickles over to Stephen Cobb. Stephen Cobb collects, finds Andy, a wide open Andy Bean. Andy Bean grabs it, heads over the half field mark. Now over towards the 13-meter line as Daly puts it out just past a diving Van Barson. Matt Daly has a goal. 4-1, Red is winning. I'm sorry, 4-3. Red is winning. It's a great knockdown by Jake, but it's collected by Gifford. Gifford tries to send it up to Willie and does, but boy, a tough defensive showing by Jake has him knocking it over to Johnny Kenny. Johnny Kenny puts it into the corner. That's Ben Bars trying to collect it. That familiar red helmet. It's in trouble now because it's Nappy pinning him against the board. There's a whistle, and we'll see what Logan has to say about that play. Might need to focus that at some break, but we'll see how it stays. Here comes Derek with a lift, hit, sends it into the corner. That's Willie in the yellow helmet, collects it. He's fighting to get back into the center of the play. Jerry with a huge hit puts it off the board. I'm sorry, that wasn't Jerry. That was Nelly. Now Jerry trying to collect it, but that's Dave Grief putting huge pressure on him. Turns to his weak side, and Steve Cobb tracks it perfectly, sends it, deflects it off to an open John Kenny. He's got plenty of time. He's decided to try and send it in off the board to Matt Daly instead of ricochets to Dave Grieve, who's always in the right spot at the right time. He grabs it, heads down, straight down the middle of the field, tries to hand pass over to Daly. Daly, unable to collect it. Derek Hayes with a beautiful lift. Turns, a great hook, sends it down into the boards. Now it's John Kenny who collects, and he's able to avoid the hook, but just put it wide. Ball is wide. Well, with 20 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half, we've got a pretty close game here. Now it's Nelly who takes 2 steps to his left, 2 steps to his right, puts it off the board. Now looking for a ricochet shot, but no one there. It's Jake instead who clears it by ground hurling right down the middle, and that's Jerry who collects, turns to his strong side, puts it off the board. Boy, inaccurate shots at this point, to say the least. Not many on goal. Now it's a bouncer over to Ben Bars. Ben Bars collects, knocks it out over there, and it's knocked down by Jerry, who's up against the board. Both teams using their benches. I can see they've shifted everyone in now as Liam Jones is the last to arrive. Ball is put in off the corner. It's collected by Jerry. Swing and a miss because of a heavy pressure by Grieve. Grieve, the man who's always on top of the ball. Oh, an ill-advised pass by Bars. And it's put into the back of the net by Nappy. The ball then sent off to Nelly, who catches it off the bounce. Turn, a strong strike, but wide and off to the corner. That's Liam Jones fighting with, he slips, he's fighting with Gifford, it looks like. Gifford unable to get a clean swing on it. That's Jake, called for hitting him in the front. No, I don't know what the call here is, because it looks like Jake has the free. Perhaps it was Gifford backing into him. So that's Jake, who strikes into the goal box, easily collected by Ben, who tries to hit it to Jerry, but instead it's Willie who collects. He tries, a low shot, trickles by. Cobb can't quite get it, and a long, difficult ball to track, and that's Willie who puts it in. Will Jackson, Big Will's watching. I know if you could send me a quick text in the chat just to let me know if everything is working and sounds good, I'd appreciate it. All right, here comes Matt Fahey, solos down to midfield. Looks for a hand pass to Nelly. It looks like Nelly collects it. He's just going to take his point, and he puts it over for a point. Guess what? 7-7, 18 minutes, 46 seconds left in the half. That's a puck out, short puck out to Johnny Kenny, who tries to collect it. He's bumped a little bit, but left to play by Nelly. Johnny passes nice over to Grieve, who puts a nice hand pass into an overlapping Andy Bean. He tries a one-handed shot. He puts it into the back of the net. That's Andy Bean. Now the ball sent in to Willie, who's covered by Liam. With a lot of room, though, but instead he puts a shot from half field in, and Cobb collects it. Now he's in a bit of trouble, but his experience pays off because he puts it in a nice ground shot over to Nappy, who's looking, collecting, uses all 4 steps, puts it into the corner. That's going to be Grieve and Fahy fighting for it. Now he's up against just Ben Bars. Grieve called for steps, perhaps, or... All right, yep, that'll be a puck out. Steps, good call there by Logan. 10-7. 10-7 red. Ball hit into the corner. Cobb puts it off the boards. It's now sent in to Bean, who's now challenged a bit by Gifford, but the ball trickles over to Daly. A beautiful pass down up to Nappy. It's like poetry. It's off the corner. Ben Bars unable to save it, though, because Grieve follows. Just a beautiful dance. Ends in a goal. Well done, red. Now a puck out by it's Liam Jones, who's going to look into the rafters. Liam Jones. He's collected. It looked like it was straight on, though. Liam, don't get discouraged. You will get those as time progresses. Yeah. You know what? Looks like these cameras get a little out of focus. So at halftime, people, if you keep watching, we will get the focus tightened up, maybe even tape it down. So we're still learning with the webcams. But I'm here to tell you that Ben Bars has got the ball. He sends it over to Nelly. Nelly with a flick, but Daly comes in to disrupt. Now it's Grieve fighting for it. Little bump in the back, little hip and shoulder. Grieve sold it, and that's a free in just off the 13. And Dave Green, the man who was fouled, will take the free. Looks like they have everybody in red up inside the half. Oh, shot goes off of Jerry. He's challenged by Nappy. Jerry headed down the line. A great hand pass into Willie. Willie, they're counting on him today. Let's see what happens. A great save by Steve Cobb. There's ricocheted off the boards into Andy Gifford, who then puts it into the corner. It's Cobb who collects it. He's heavily challenged, though, by Gifford, and that causes him, Cobb, to drop it. A hand pass into the middle of the field. Goes to Andy Bean. Andy with 4 steps. Beautiful hand passing here by Red. Boy, for a team that hasn't played together all season, this is a hodgepodge. They are passing it like pros, and that's over the bar for Matt Daly for another point. Now we have Ben Bars, who will send it high into the air. Nice puck out. Cobb elects to grab it. He could have left that into the goal. It would have been no goal, but instead he decides to pick it up and start that counterattack. Andy Bean's got it now. Blocked down. Andy Bean trying to play. He does now off of a shot. Call for steps, it appears. So now we're going to have a puck in by Blue. It looks like Nelligan's going to take this one. It doesn't look like it's Nelly. It is Willie. From free, here we go. Shot is saved off the ground. Good tracking by Cobb, but it's collected by Nelligan, who's pushed up by Daly, but now challenged by Grieve and Daly, and now the whistle goes for steps as well. All right, so we've got a tight whistle here, which is good. People need to watch how many steps they're taking, and it's Matt Daly who'll take the free. Hole number 7 takes the shot. Ball up. Oh, it's into the rafters. He's ready to get outside with that shot where the sky is the limit, literally. All right, so the ball now is going to be taken as a free by Willie. The yellow helmeted Willie Custigan is going to take it with his team behind 15-7. He eyes it up. Swings, shot. Another rafters ball. We're all ready to get outside, I tell you. Any ball can be hit as high as it wants. So, Will Jackson, it's great. Couple blind spots. Could use at least 2 more cameras or a wider angle. Otherwise, great. All right, good feedback, good help. As long as the audio's working, we're going to have to work on the... Oh, a nice free by Johnny Kenny. Johnny Kenny, a point from free. And here comes the ball. Oh, off into the net. It's an ill-fated puck out. Sends it off. And now for a ground hurl. John Kenny into Matt Daly. Matt Daly collects it, and he's can't challenge by Fahy, but Daly makes short work of it and puts it into the side of the net. A beautiful shot by Matt Daly. Now puck out into, but it's caught with his hand by Jake. He's challenged heavily by Jerry, but Jerry fades off because Nelligan's got him. Now a meeting at the board. Oh, a little bit of a bump, and now Nelly's got it. Ball shot. It's wide. It's off the boards, though, so things are still live. It's Liam Jones in the striped shirt hitting it over to Nelly, who's in the right spot. Turns a wide open shot right down the middle, puts it just under the bar, and that is a goal for Dave Nelligan. Puck out by Stephen Cobb. Ball sent into Daly, who's got it now. He's up against the 13-meter line. Running into the corner, puts in a shot. It's deflected by Willie. It's still outside the goal box, or outside the goal, I should say. That's Willie who starts the counter with his feet and puts it over the bar. Beautiful shot on the run to bring Blue within 11. It's 19-10 within 9. A beautiful shot there. Liam Jones with a flick. That's Johnny Kenny trying to get after it. Liam Jones chasing it. Kind of just ground hurling, trying to keep his shoulder on it, but Giffey wins that one. A ball shot, but easily deflected by Cobb. This seasoned goalkeeper can handle those. It's a puck or a strike into a beautiful shot into Grieve, who picks it off the bounce. Now he's on the attack into the corner. A call by Logan, strike by Willie, and the call, it must have been steps once again. I think he's probably calling it a little tight on the steps. We'll talk maybe later. So here comes Willie. With 12 minutes left, it's 19-10. We've got Red in the lead by 9. Strike by Willie, wide. It's off the board. That means it's still live. Gifford tries to send it back into the box. It's collected by Cobb off the end of his stick. A nice shot over to Matt Daly. Got a front row seat over here until he sends it over to John Kenny. Collects it at half. He sends it. He's at the 13, but it's nicely hooked by Giff. The ball trickles harmlessly over to Ben Bars, but it's the challenge from Kenny has Ben Bars all turned around, and Johnny Kenny, that's what you get for hustle. You get a nice little goal. Deflection back into the goal. Now Nelly's on the attack. He's inside the 13. He's inside the 5. Puts it, I believe, over the bar, but no, it's called wide, and so it's playing. It's live. It's a nice little flick by Johnny. Giff hits it over to Jerry. Jerry starts his feet, sends in on the 13. He puts it in. It's knocked down by Liam. May have caught it in the side. Now it's Cobb who flicks it over to half, and now it's headed in towards the 13-meter. In comes Andy Bean from the bench. A hand pass by Derek over to John Kenny with a nice hands collects that shot from Eli, but then the ball trickles over to Ben. He sees an open Eli, nice hands. Heads to the center of the field. Berg now cuts back. He's really heavily collected, but he is able to get the shot off. Jerry tries the double, but instead it trickles over to the corner. Johnny Kenny with the pickup. Sends it over to Matt Daly. Matt Daly with the collection. Sends it down the line over to Andy. The ball is collected nicely by Berg, who has to cut to his left, and he's called for steps. All right, so he's looks like referee Logan is looking for quick hits by these people. It's lifted. Matt Daly goes low, but it's blocked by Derek. It's sent over the board into the corner by Nappy. No look pass over to Matt Daly, who picks it up and puts it into the back and have a beautiful pass by Naparella is sent into the back of the net by Daly. Boy, that looked good. Now a puck out to Nelly then results in a quick return point. Nice shot by Nelly. Now it's Stephen Cobb. With about 10 minutes to go in the first half, Stephen Cobb collects it. Sends it over to Nappy, who puts it in, but it's blocked down by Ben Bars, who looks for an open Blue player. Instead, it trickles over to Matt Daly, who seems to be everywhere this half. Turns weak side, collected by the hand by Derek, and sends it straight down the middle, but Cobb can't quite track it enough, and it's a point for Derek. Here come the Red now. 25-12. Blue not giving up by any means. It's knocked down by Berg. It's kicked by Grieve. Grieve collects a nice collection. Hand pass over to Bean, who's down in that blind corner. It's Bean and Gifford. Bean's collecting. Boy, a spin move turns. He's got that one-handed shot he's been perfecting all winter, but it's not working on this day. Here comes Johnny Kenny, who tries to turn it, but it's knocked down by Ben Bars. It's then collected and hit. It's up against the boards. Grieve looking for something to trickle out. What's going on here? Ben falls to his knees. He pops back up. He sends it into the half, and oh dear. Oh, great return by Jake. It's sent in by Oh, Ben Barnes is under fire. Nothing goes in though because Derek Hayes is able to collect that deflection, pushes off a little bit from Nappy, cuts to the middle of the field, plays it off the ground beautifully to Berg, who collects it half field. He's got plenty of time. What's he going to do? Turns, shoots, it comes off the boards. Then it's Jake, who's really using the body to hold off Jerry. It's Cobb, who's able to come off his line and kick it. Then he hits it off the board. It trickles over. Who wants it? It's Andy Bean who wants it. He uses a one-handed pass to get it away from Nelligan. But now we have Eli Berg. Collects his midfield, looks, turns. It's blocked down by Johnny. It's hit over to Nappy. It's then collected by Nappy, who heads to the midfield and turns, hits it to Ben Bars. Ben Bars hand pass over to your man Derek Hayes. Derek Hayes sends it down to Jerry. Jerry collects it. Oh, he stood up by Jake. The Snake Martell. A hand pass over to Willie, who's back in. Turn, weak side, but it's beautifully defended by Johnny, so it's harmlessly trickles over to Stephen Cobb. Stephen Cobb, a nice pass over to your boy Dave Grieve. He's covered by Derek. Derek flick, disrupts him, collects. Now he's got it, sends it over to Willie, who's able to get a stick on it and knock it down, goes up against the board. Now Cobb heavily challenged by Willie, but that leaves a wide open Jake. Jake finds just sends it down the middle of the field over to Ben. 7 minutes to go. It's 25-12. Now the hand pass over to an open Willie. He's going to play it off the ground. It's a swing and a miss though, and that leaves two guys fighting for it in the box. Johnny Kenny holds off Willie. Cobb collects, strikes. Oh, nice hand over there by Fahy. Fahy sends it over to Giff, who also collects it nicely. But he's hooked by Nappy this summer. I think we're going to have to work on the quick hits by some of these guys, leaving it wide open for the hook. But Gifford is returning the favor. He's on defense now, following Nappy all the way back behind the 13. Nappy puts it in on goal, easily defended by Bars. Then it's collected by Fahy, and we have Benji Cottrell is joining me in the box now. So then, how you doing, Benji?
Oh, good morning, Bill. I'm not doing too well this morning.
All right, so here comes the ball. Looks like we've got a decent game here, Benji. It's 25-13.
Jeez, wow.
Surprise to most, it's Red who's actually dominating. I know
Bill's team.
the challengers that I handpicked for this assignment.
Well, good stuff. Who's so far while we have a break and play, Bill? Who's been the main stars
well,
for the?
Without question, it's Matt Daly on blue, who's got 3-2,
fantastic.
And Willie's got 2-1. I'm sorry, Matt Daly. Thanks. Our technical advisor over to the left says reminds me Matt Daly's on red, who's really done a significant amount of the scoring. So I'll do play-by-play and take breaks for your color. How's that sound? Good. All right.
That's good.
That's Liam Jones getting in on with Eli. Eli trying to collect it, but Liam and Andy are really getting after it now. Eli stops, spins, and sends it over to Giff. Giff's trying to collect, and there's a bit of a struggle here between the four now collected by Eli, who's got it. We got Logan reffing this game. What do you think about that? His first ever, Benji.
Well, I suppose you also have to start somewhere, Bill. And to be honest, Logan, from my perspective, has a really good understanding of the rules. Well, and I think that's just a great point.
Stop the presses there, because Matt Fahey just put in his first point, perhaps of the entire season.
Of his entire life, Bill.
The footballers got us hurling. Now we've got the flow coming back. A nice overlap by Andy. Nappy sends it over to now Jerry.
And that was a great puck up by Cobb straight into Nappy, and a great layoff to Andy Bean, but unfortunately the strike just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, now here they come with the attack, the counterattack, right over to Jake. Jake with a
stalwart.
Didn't quite work it though, and now it's trickled into Ben Bars, who's come off his line. He's had enough. He's going to start the attack himself. Comes up against the board. It's now over to Andy, who's being heavily covered by Eli. Jones comes over to try and collect it and sends it over, looking for Nappy. Now Nappy's on the opposite field, spins and heads down the field. What do you think's going to happen here, Ben?
Oh, I say Jerry's just have to get on the ball there now. He's after turning. It just rolled away from Nappy there, but just after coming in, Bill, Red does look to have the advantage. They seem to have the edge.
Yeah, for a team that hasn't played together at all this season, and it's just a hodgepodge of toys I found on Misfit Toy Island. They're looking pretty good here. It's blocked down by Ben Bars, who sends it into Jerry, who's collects it with the 13. And now it's a strong strike that heads off wide.
Just wide. It looks, just even since I've come in, it looks like Jerry's overcompensating for maybe the lack of effort that's happening up front. Willie there, to be fair, I think he was having a few points like myself last night, and he's just looking a bit sluggish. Mm-hmm. So Blue just needs to get their attack on. And Matt Daly's in the ball here, Bill.
Yeah, Matt Daly over the 13, but he's stood up nicely by Eli, and a call looks like a challenge too high, perhaps, that Logan's calling for it. I tell you, Logan's been quick with the whistle. Usually people are the opposite, afraid, so Oh, he calls steps.
Steps.
He's been consistently calling steps here. Yeah,
And that's one of the
I think
pet peeves.
changes.
And that's one of the pet peeves I know Marcus has, that steps aren't called enough. That sometimes people get an
People
extra
really,
yard, and that makes a massive difference, Bill.
I agree. I agree. So El Maestro is in. We know who that is. That's Alan
Ah,
Morris is watching. What does he say here?
nice.
Fahey has scored goals this year. Know your facts. All right. Well,
Well,
it's
good
been a
morning,
long
Alan.
season. Thank you, Alan. On the ball as always.
Alan
Stephen Cobb with the ball over to Matt Fahey. Matt Fahey collects. I'm sorry, to Matt Daly.
Matt Daly.
Daly then over into the corner. It's Ben Bars who collects. Not challenged heavily, and instead it's Jones who knocks it down with his hands. That's Eli Berg who collects it. He's challenged by Liam. He may have gotten a hold of it.
Great pressure by Liam there on Eli.
Now it's a hand pass by Fahey. He sends it over to Nelly. Nelly finds it over by the boards again. Liam trying to take on Nelly. What is he, a cork man? Where's Nelly?
He's a corkman, yeah.
Corkman. The ball is sent off wide though because of the pressure by
Liam, really, to be honest.
Liam and Daly. So that helps. That's
Oh,
a nice shot by
ball
Nappy.
from Nappy laid onto. Oh, brilliant.
I tell you, Nappy and Daly playing together like as if they've been playing on teams together for 8 years. It really, you can tell the experience. Some of these players know where to shoot and where to go. Fahey with a big swing and a miss. It's hit on the ground over to Nelly, who may have a sure stick, and sure enough, he does. He puts it over the bar.
And just so far, Bill, it looks like that Nappy is really bringing in other players. Like, I would have always thought Nappy was get the ball into his own hand and make something happen for himself, but there was a good layoff to Liam Jones and a good layoff there to Matt Daly. And he's on the ball again already.
Action up against the board here. Nappy looking. He won't be laying this off. He knows just what to do. The grizzled veteran can't get at it because another experienced defender is holding him up. That's Derek Hayes. Hand pass, shot. Oh, that would have been beautiful.
And was that John Kenny with the shot off?
Yep. That's Liam who's collected and puts it over to John Kenny. Then John Kenny sends down the board. Boy, but Eli, that's a beautiful hustle back to blocking. He tries another block down. Instead, it goes wide off the boards. That's Daly who's challenged by Matt Fahey. Daly's up against the board, collects once, spins, turns.
The battle of the match.
Oh, a great save by Ben Bars. He may be now on his, gotten his groove.
Ben didn't see that till late, but just another point while play is breaking there. To be fair, Bill, Liam's putting in savage effort, goes in tracking, and I think that goes a lot of the times unnoticed, the effort that someone puts under pressure. Like he put Nelly under pressure just there a couple minutes ago, and Nelly couldn't get the shot off as he wanted to on his terms. And that's really is just making the collision or making a task that is not giving the player who has the possession his terms.
Yeah, no, I agree. You can't count the number of points that are saved by just pressuring a shot. You know what I'm saying? That goes unnoticed. People just say, "Oh, he hit it wide," but why did he hit it wide? Why? It's because people are hustling.
Exactly, Bill.
And that can change the whole dynamic. So we got about a minute left.
And it's Cobb with the puck out here.
Cobb with the puck out over to Andy Bean. It trickles through his hands. 1 minute to go. 25-15. I'd say if Blue could pick up 2 goals, we might have an interesting second half. But instead, the scoring goes the other way. Johnny Kenny picks up an easy ball and then.
Matt Daly's on the ball straight away from the puck out from Ben Bowers. He shoots, and it's a goal.
That's Matt Daly with a goal.
Matt Daly, I'd say he's with 4 goals now. 4 goals, 2 points.
I'm quite certain he slept in his cleats this morning because he was here, one of the first guys here. Oh, a nice shot by Jerry
from the halfway.
That's got the fans interested now.
That was a really good shot.
Those guys that left early to pick up their snacks for second half missed a beautiful shot by Jerry. Instead, the ball trickles over the boards. There's still 15 seconds, which can be a lifetime for sometimes. The board is rattling. The whistle is shown. It's
blown.
Looks like
they're trying to get the ball out.
Looks like we'll have this free and then the end of the half.
Was it a slash ball?
It's a throw-in. So we'll hear the buzzer here, and I doubt anything. Easy, guys. No big crazy swings because that'll end the half.
And so far, just on Logan Reffin, so far from what I can see, Bill, he's doing a really, really outstanding job. Like he's doing pretty good.
It has been good. All right, Ben, let's start by laying out this trivia question, shall we?
Okay, go on.
First question, the trivia question is this. Who were the 5 indoor captains this year? Can you name them?
Well, the winner overall was red, Alan Morris, blue, Marcus Kennedy. Brian Murphy was a captain. The 2 more.
One of them.
Green was Brian Murphy.
Perhaps this will help you. Kennedy was actually white, not blue. So
white
still
was
have
blue.
The blue captain, who you may be able to just scan the field here and find.
Oh.
So he's here, and then you'll have one more One more captain.
Oh, there was Pete Drewley was one.
Drury, yep, he was the black captain.
And
So
one more. Oh, Derek.
That's right. He's staring right at us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to give the
There
answer.
they are, Alan Morris, Derek Hayes, Pete Drury, Marcus Kennedy, and Brian Murphy. I'll tell you, that type of work that comes from captains is
I'd say
fantastic. They don't understand it, and frankly, having me as a commissioner maybe even make it harder because I was on those guys every week with rule ideas, questions about their rosters, and boy, I can tell you right now, I can applaud their effort. We're going to try and focus in on this one, but actually, the breakdown of the game, we got Daly is 3-2, Kenny is 1-2, Mike Naprella 1-0, Andy Bean 1-0, and Dave Grieve 1-0.
Good stuff.
I can tell you. I can tell you. And then here's the other ones. Hey,
So,
Elise. Yeah, score looks pretty good. I'll double check it, but we gotta. Okay.
At least you're doing a good job. Thank you very
going,
much.
Yeah. That looks great. That looks fine.
And on the blue team, Willie Costigan with 2 goals and 1 point. Jerry Grayton with that goal from halfway. It just seemed to have just put in the bottom corner. Dave Nelligan with 1-3. Excuse me. Derek Hayes with 1 point. Matt Fahey, as we say, he scored goals.
But his first point, the actual skilled point, the skilled part of indoor is putting in. So we've got 8-4, which would be 28. So I may be off by 1. 28-18. So I have red at 4. Yeah. So I have 28. The scoreboard has 29. Hey, Brady, what do you think? Should we go with the score sheet or?
I'd say at least we're doing a good job.
The official one. We've been.
To be fair, I was a bit delayed, Bill. So you were double jobbing. So
yeah. You know what? That's very true.
And you know what? I think Red deserves that extra point.
I think that we saw one actually that wasn't called. That they played on. It was pretty apparent on the overboard. So then there's our man Logan wearing his
Madison top.
Yeah, his that's the Legends League. The Silverbacks.
So will that be going ahead again this year, Bill?
We're gonna give it a shot. If you want to focus that in a little bit. We'll be doing it again. That's our over 40 league. Keep going, Brady. That's great.
And the low draft.
In the lower draft, yeah. So that's good, Brady.
And I must say, Bill, credit to Brady be able to facilitate this live stream as well. Like
huge help.
Massive help, and I think
trying to get you in there.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm okay.
The 2 guys that need glasses, they put them in charge of telling everybody what's going on. It's not this.
We could just make it up. Michal Morahochtig, a very prominent commentator back in Ireland. He said the first game he commentated, he was without his glasses.
Oh, jeez.
And he just made up what was happening in the corner.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
And as a hurling game, he'd be most notably football. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm of the belief that any good broadcaster could
do anything.
Announce somebody making lunch and it'd sound good. you and I, we've got a lot of work to do, but we'll get there.
We have a lot of work. And
here's
just
the throwing in the second half. Look at this.
Willie straight away.
Willie's still looking for the snap to his one strap on his helmet. Usually plays with.
That's kind of Willie's style.
That's his thing. Inside the 13, called for steps.
Is it steps?
Called for steps. Oh well. All right. So.
To be fair, that was fair enough. He did
carry it quite a ways.
To be fair, Logan, he's playing by the rules.
John Kenny with the puck. And he takes it from free, starts off red with a point.
And to be fair, that was about 30-40 yards, striking it and making sure it didn't hit the ceiling and keeping that trajectory. That was a good shot by John Kenny.
Yep. All right, so here comes Willie, who will take one from free himself. Oh no, this might be a sideline cut. I believe it. All right.
And there was just shouting there, put the pressure on the keeper, and Eli standing on top of Cobb.
I can attest. Anytime you play a Derek Hayes team, they like somebody standing right in front of the keeper to blind him. Also to get the rebounds. All right, so here comes Nelly, who collects it, and he puts it over the bar. He's started the Blues scoring off, and they've got some work to do. They're down by 11, but we'll see how this half plays out.
Honest, Blue man for man on paper looks almost like a better team, but it's all about form.
It is. And being ready to go at 6 a.m. John hand pass, collects it, a nice hand pass over to Daly, another duo that have played together for years. That's hit into Ben Bars, who hits it into the corner, rushes out. Now is up against the boards, weak side, high into the air. Johnny Kenny tries to come out, but instead it's Eli Berg who collects the ball. Nice. He knows pivot hand. Great little hand pass over to the experienced Jerry Green. He feels the pressure, collects, finds space, puts it in, and just inside the net for a score.
That was great collection from Eli, and he pawned it off there to Jerry Green, the soulless man from Offaly. And Derek Hayes on the ball here, and he's but Nappy putting on tremendous pressure on him.
Yep. Playing it clean here, boys. That's well done. Up against four, we got a front row seat here.
We do,
Bill. Right here. I'll tell the masses who can't quite see what's going on. Jerry's pinned up against the board. Nappy is literally between his legs. We haven't decided what's going on. Logan's going to put a stop to it. They're going to put a throw in. Here it comes.
An RKO out of nowhere.
All right.
There's going to be a hot ball.
We're going to have another. I know you can't see it at home. We're going to have to get another camera for this, but you are missing some excitement. Throw in. Here's Jerry collects.
Jerry and Nappy breaks loose.
Collects it, puts it in on the 13. It's knocked out by Derek Hayes. Derek Hayes and Nappy are now up against the boards. Nappy has it in his hands. He spins, looking for an open red. He can't do it. Jerry's got a hold of him now. He can't quite get it.
Oh, Bill, I feel like I'm in the action here. I feel like I'm in the action.
We're staring straight into the fishbowl.
Inches away from it, Bill.
Exactly.
And like what I liked about the glasses, you could see determination on the faces. Nappy really wanted, Jury really wanted it. It was a good contest, Bill.
Yep. We had shoulders pressed up against the board. That's knocked down by Ben Bars. He's challenged by Daly. He's able to hit it in. Oh, great! He climbs the ladder. Eli grabs it, pulls it down. Great hand pass for Nelly, looking for the ball, but Jake with a great disruption. Now he's got to move his feet. Jake has got him. Instead, it's hit into...
Great hands by Cobb.
Cobb sends it into...
Cobb with a great pass straight all the way up.
Grieve looked away just at the last moment, and Willie's able to get back to challenge him.
Grieve won't be happy with that.
He's got it to his hand the second time. He hits it into the box. It's collected by Cobb, who heads back towards his goal so he can find an open Andy Bean. Bean tries to send it and hits it into the rafters.
Geez, that was a really good pass from the chaos there. It was from Stephen Cobb all the way up to David Grieve, and I don't think, looking back on this, Bill, he'll be too happy. He got the ball with a bit of space. He could have really made the scoreboard count there, but it's 30-22. And out of nowhere, Bill, I think the game's kicking off.
Yeah, Blue has come back with much different intensity. Much different. And here comes Nelly. Nelly will take that free.
I say he's going to go for a goal from here, Bill, for some reason, looking at him.
He's steering straight down the field. He is going for a low shot. Instead, it's over the bar, and a point is awarded from free.
30-23, and game on now, Bill. I think I say we could be 7 points difference.
Yep.
Blue looks to have a different attitude and mindset leading into this half. Even looking at Derek Hayes over at the bench, he's standing upright, he's barking orders, and Jerry Gretton on the ball right now here.
Counterattack comes, but John Kenny gets... No, he doesn't. It's actually...
there's another goal.
Down, and that's Andy Gifford.
Andy,
the Gilly. He puts it in.
Gilly, yeah.
Great follow. Puts it in there. He's contributed.
Is it Gifford or Gilfoyd?
It's Gifford. There is no L. There is no L in Gifford.
Jeez, that was a great goal. And this is his debut season, isn't it?
That's right. And a long strike by
Jerry Gretton, yeah. And out of nowhere, Bill, it's 30-27. Yep. And it looks like that Blues just... As we said, just changed mindset, but out of nowhere now, Matt Daly has the ball, passed off to John Kenny.
Oh, look at those two. They played together for years. Knocked down by Ben Bars, though, who also has blocked a few of Daly shots in a few years. So now it's sent in. It's Nelly
on the ball.
He's got great feet. Look at the speed, the precision, the shot, and into the
goal. And it's 30-30, Bill. That was a great ball, all the way from Ben Bears straight onto David Nelligan. He drove forward, sidestepped the man, and put it into the net. That's what you really need from Blue.
It almost makes me wonder why I came so early. We got a great new game here, Benji. You've got the great you've got the idea here. Why not just show up for the last 20 minutes? It's an even game. It's everybody's game. Tie game, 30-30.
Exactly, Bill.
Now the game is on.
The game is on.
A match. Jerry with the shot puts it in the back of the net.
33-31.
Really flexing his muscles there.
He put a stamp on that. That was top corner stuff.
Jerry, who wants another, but it's blocked down this time by Matt Daly, collected by Cobb. Cobb sends it in hard to Fahy, uses his body to allow the ball to trickle into the corner. Then Ben Barres challenged heavily by Grieve. That causes an errant pass, and Kenny's able to pick it up. Grieve sliding for it. There's nothing he can do now under heavy attack in the small box. Red puts it in. I think we give that to Kenny. Yeah. Yeah, you can. It's
I
powered.
can
It's fine.
I can
No,
lift it. I can
battery
lift it up.
power. It's fine. We're battery power. You can do it for 1 second.
Sorry, listeners, we
Yep.
just have a moving issue.
Oh shoot! What happened here? 34.
34,
Did we
34.
miss
So
anything? Do you know? Okay.
no.
Ball sent into Grieve. Grieve collects. Shot, and he puts it
Dave
in the
Grieve
back.
with it. And to be fair, blew up the ante, but Red is answering it.
That's right.
37-34.
Thank you.
And it looks like we have a game on now, Bill.
Yes, we
Derek
do.
Hayes is just in. Jerry Grahan's back onto the bench, and Derek just looks up.
Oh,
Tries to
down
make something
by Jake,
happen.
sends it over to Grieve, but Grieve can't reach for it. Instead, Fahy is fighting for it. Probably the only man out there with an ash stick. I love it. He collects, turns, starts heading back. Aaron hand pass to Willie, but Willie's able to hustle over and grab that. Now turns, flicks it over to. But Bean is really knocking it back and forth. We're really playing inside the 13s here.
We are. We really are.
You know,
And
nobody able to get in the red zone.
an observation I've made is just the importance of the goalkeepers, Bill. Both attacks seem to be stemming from either Ben Bears or David Coll.
I think that was
Stephen
a point awarded to Matt Daly. We'll see.
Yeah, that was Matt
Ball
Daly's point.
hit in, knocked down by Nelly, who's able to collect it. A nice maneuver to keep it live. Then Nelligan hits it, but it's just wide. And
The pressure there by Jake. He stood him up,
Fantastic.
made him go right, made him go left. There was no option either side. And Nelligan just did the shot and hoping trying to get a point. But really good there by Jake.
Well, I tell you, Brady, with the switching of the cameras, it looks like we're not having too bad a trouble. We could get a few more, and the fans could see pretty much the whole game. How's the fingers? Brady reports he can keep it up for another 16 minutes, no problem. So what was that, a point by Jerry?
A point by Jerry, but then it was just before that was a goal by John Kenny.
Oh, all right. So Red
like
really punching him right back.
So it's 6 points is the difference.
Spins. Oh, Derek with great defense disrupts it, and it's game
Stood
over
him
for
up.
Grieve. Here comes Derek Hayes at midfield. He decides to just drop it in, hoping for some rebound stuff, but instead Cobb handles it beautifully and puts it over to Daly, who has a nice pass over.
And here's Andy Bean on the ball.
Andy collects, and now he's at midfield. Hand pass over to Johnny Kenny. Going to shoot for the 13 corner. Drops it right in the back of the net. Johnny Kenny.
We're looking at 44-35, Bill, and they're after stretching to a 9-point game after being level. This is a great response by your dream team.
Yes, I can tell you. I knew they wouldn't let me down. Here comes a nice puck into the boards. But Jerry, look at the hustle.
Jerry Graham really looks like
Jerry playing like he's been cooped up at home for a week and ready to play. Who is that?
that was
Nelly?
David Nelligan. Nelly with another point. I must say, awfully men, they're a different breed. They're so stubborn and ignorant, and all of that's coming out in Jerry Graham. He's a gentleman of a man off the field, but on the pitch, he's the toughest competitor, you know. Up there with Sucky.
If he's representative of the Awfully group, then they also are hustlers. He's been up and down the field, end zone to end zone, playing all over the field. Nelly with step 1, step 2, step 3, and over the bar. Nice little point.
44-37, Bill. 7-point game. So it's stretched to 9. It was level. Red stretched out to 9-point game, back to 7-point game. It is really good hustle here, as you say.
Willie screaming for it, and Ben Barrs obliges. It's now turns, looks, wants to put it in hard, low to the goal, but Cobb handles it with no problem. A ball flicked over to Kenny. John Kenny from 3/4 of the field puts it over the bar. Nice point.
And I was actually talking to Stephen Cobb yesterday, Bill, and I was asking him about the game and how he was prepping. He was really looking forward to it. And you can see that enthusiasm in his play, his distribution from the back, how he's starting the points, the attacks, and he's a focal point for Red back there.
He looks well rested, well nourished, well hydrated, and he's playing on top of his game right now.
The magic of the Cobb.
Good for you, Cobby.
Good for you.
Right. He looks like a young Steve Cobb out there. All right, so it's collected by Grieve, grabbed by Ben Barrs, finds a lane to run in, but an Andy Bean catch closes the gap too quickly.
And there's Jerry Graham
right over there. Jerry is back. This time he wants a low shot in on Cobb. He's able to knock it down.
He put a bit of topspin on that, Bill. He literally went into the ruck there, cleared Jake Martell out of it, and got the ball.
Called wide by John Kenny. Yeah, Jerry turned it with the topspin. That's a tough one to collect sometimes.
It's a tough one, yeah, when the ball's just like moving in the air.
Stick, yeah.
But both goalkeepers, and I go back to the point again, Bill, both goalkeepers have been instrumental in starting the attack.
Sure. We've had games 45-37 at half, and that's the score with 13 and a half to go because of the defense and primarily the goalkeeping work that's been going on. Yes. So Dave, that's Nappy who's back in the game now. Willie waving the swinging the stick. That's a great call by by
the arms were over the shoulder.
Exactly.
Willie's arms were over
when
the
you
shoulder.
have no
Nappy.
chance of hitting that ball and you're just swinging from directly behind it, you got to call it. That's not really playing the ball, is it?
And I've been impressed by Nappy, like his ability to bring players into the game today, and everything has been much better. And Eli's waving to the
Eli
commentator
saying hello.
booth.
Here comes Nappy. Big strike, puts it over the bar from free to take a point.
And it's 46-37, Bill. Back to that 9 points. Red, like, I go back to it again. Blue leveled up, but Red just pulled away again. It's their tenacity is fantastic.
Yep. Ball pucked in.
From the puck out, and it went out of play, and it's a red line.
You know, those hurt, but they don't hurt as bad. As long as you get it deep and into the net, sideline cuts, not exactly free.
But it's all fine margins. Like, that could have been an inch low and could have bounced straight into the corner forward.
Attack is so huge. So it's Nappy, who's blocked down beautifully by Willie. Nice little flick by Giff over to Berg.
Here's Berg on the ball. Just wide.
Going for that point.
He's just going for it.
He's got
and he was dead right. The option, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Bill.
That's right.
And Willie on the ball here. He's steaming up. Yep. He's on the 50. He shoots.
Willie with a low strike, but it doesn't. But it's blocked down. Was a point awarded? No point. Okay. Eli strikes it into the boards. Jerry, what a
looks
rebound
like a 45.
shot.
Was that a wide, or did they actually hit off Cobb?
No, he put it into the back of the net, I think. Well, then why was there a whistle?
Because wide.
Oh, wide. I'm sorry.
Restart again. Yeah.
The mouth is going, but the ears are off. All right, so the ball heads up into the.
And just an observation here, Bill. It looks like Blue has already into the panic mode with 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go. They're going for long range points, long range goals.
Yep.
If they just work it and get it in, but I must say, Red have a good defense, and they're forcing them to these shots that aren't probably the best.
And Nappy by Nappy.
What a save by Ben Barres!
Another save by Ben Barres. The old double barrel, and he stops at both. Now he's heavily covering Nappy, who gives up. Hand passes over to Johnny, who puts it out wide. Now it's Matt Daly, who we haven't seen in a minute. He's probably pretty fresh. Beautiful block down by
Willie.
Now Nappy. Now
Nappy on the ball.
Now Nappy covered by Giff. Ball collected midfield.
Nappy gets the shot off.
He's actually trying to pass it into the box there. John Kenny is there.
And John Kenny got sandwiched.
Johnny
and Ben Barres
into Bars. Bars has got to collect himself.
And I must say now, Bill, Ben Barres, Jurex, what's the other one, must get on to him, because the protection he's giving to the goal is outstanding. Nothing's getting past him.
Nothing's getting past him. In fact, he's given up a grand total of, he's given up 12 goals. So, I mean, he's actually, not all of them tough. All of them well earned. No soft goals.
I really like Ben's style as a goalkeeper. Yep. He's a good shot stopper. He's a good disputer.
Mm-hmm. He could use some work with his fullbacks. Direction.
Yeah.
But that's high level stuff, Benji.
That's
high level
stuff.
That's
next level.
That's coming. We're gonna work on that this summer, I bet. All right. So
I played with goalkeepers and they didn't even have that. And Matt Daly, did he drop the hurley?
Yes. If he called drop the hurley, that's a high end
technical. We'll really judge him based off this.
I think no. Instead, I don't know.
It is.
Could have been dropping.
He's calling for dropping the hurley, and I must say I'm impressed with Logan.
Yeah.
Credit a lot of times the goalkeeper gets, or the referee gets a lot of stake.
A free out.
He did call it.
Or grabbing him. All right. And the clock is stopped.
And it's timeout.
Well, we got 15. Oh, timeout. All right. We got a timeout. Our favorite thing, Benji. That means we get a little camera time.
That's what we do.
Hello to everybody. I know that Big Will and Alan are watching because they've chimed in. So we'll take it for our first multicam live cast. We'll take 2 viewers.
And to be fair, like I just, if Alan's listening, El Mastro, I hope he's recovering well. Just touching on last week's game, Red against Black, that was a really good game. Not to steal the limelight of these two teams, but congratulations to Alan and the rest of the team for what you call it.
Someone chiming in, put tinfoil in your hat. Are there any more games streaming anywhere live today? Who knows who this might be?
Put tinfoil in your hat. I've never put tinfoil in my hat, but that's a good call out.
TV4 is supposed to have one.
I reckon this could be, and I'm just going to take a punt here. This could be John Campbell.
This is Dairymaster trolling us for all we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, John Campbell. That could be as
There
well.
could be
Well,
TV.
I have a feeling we will never be able to solve that mystery. Okay, here comes a free from Willie. All right. Willie's going to go with the free.
Willie's striking it. And look,
Coming out of
what
that
Blue needs
timeout.
to do is they need to review their thing. Just it's only Quebec. Thanks for the shout out.
Oh, knockdown.
And put in and had as a stoner from Quebec.
Hey, all right.
Bonjour.
Good man.
Ça va?
I'm glad you found us. C'est bien.
C'est bien. Allez, allez, allez.
Allez. All right.
And Willie's on the ball in his own half. He's staring up. He seems to have time on it. He's after collecting the ball. He's powering past John Kenny, but John Kenny's standing him up. Willie's tearing down the left flank here, looking for options, looking to work a score, and wide.
Nope. Logan awards a point to Willie.
To Willie, yeah.
We've got Alan chiming in saying the knee is doing well, and it's being tested in Aintree.
I hope, and I hope you're running well in Aintree, Alan. Have a good time, and we'll chat to you next week.
Here comes Fahy.
Fahy with the ball up the field.
This hit, it's into the.
And it's right here in front of his head, Bill. Fahy under the ball.
Here. Ben Barr, Matt Daly, and Liam Jones up against Fahy.
Go on, Liam.
Fahy is the winner of that fight. He collects it. He drifts back. Now he's trying to send it over to Derek Hayes. He's able to get that hand pass into the box.
And
Hayes initiates contact and then opens up to space, sends it down to Berg, who's going to try and collect it, but instead it's
Kenny and
Kenny. John Kenny holding up Eli. Well done. He gives him his space. Doesn't want the foul. Instead, Berg with a hand pass. Oh, a nice strike down by Jake. Now Kenny. John Kenny going to swing. It's knocked down by Fahy.
And Fahy. Here we go, Fahy.
He's got a nice weak side over to an open space, and it's Jerry who collects it.
Jerry turns, shoot!
Turns,
oh.
Puts it into the back of the net. Nothing Cobb could do there.
Nothing
now
Cobb could
they're
no.
It's 46-41.
And Billy, you're here next to me, and you're playing every shot.
That's
right. It's like a child at Christmas. You're excited about it. It's great to see a man with such excitement for hurling.
That's the point. That's the shot. Weak side by Daly. We'll see. It's kind of a.
I think they're just playing a wide ball or a line cut.
Wide, yeah, it looks like a sideline. No, it wasn't deep enough to call it a wide. All right. Ben Bars with a nice little ground hurl over to Willie. Willie collects now. It's challenged by Andy. Defense. Andy Bean will make you pay if you take your time. A deflection. What's the call?
65.
65. All right. Jake put it over, deflected it over the end line. Now 41-46, 7.5 minutes. I knew that these teams were a good match.
This is the tightest game out of your Bill, I'd say.
We're going to play it. Yeah, we're going to play it to the wire. Here we go. The yellow helmeted
Willie Costigan
collects, shoots, sends it over the bar for free.
46-42, Bill. 7 minutes left on the clock. It looks like we're in here for a serious finale of a finish. Yep, and the ball's straight up to Dave Grieve. Dave Grieve putting pressure on Ben Bears.
Over to Derek. Derek pushes off a bit, and Daly will not let him through. Daly comes out the winner of that challenge, but it's now blocked out by Derek. Liam Jones tries to flick it over to Daly. He's able to. Daly looking to put it over, maybe down low. Shot saved by Bars. Into the corner now. Two red players trying to hold him up. It's knocked by Bars over to...
Out to Jake.
Oh, great fight there by Jerry, who's able to clear it away to Willie.
Tell it, those lads from Offaly, they're as stubborn as they come, Bill.
It's a push-off by Willie. Oh, great save.
Great save by Cobb.
Right to every single one of his fingers. That's tough. That's going to sting the rest of the game. Ball trickles over to Fahy. He's got some time here. Great lift on that AstroTurf. Turns. He does look for an open player. It's Liam Jones who's able to flick it with his foot, hoping that Grieve can get to it. Instead, it's Bars. What's he doing? Derek taking a breather. And Bars out in the field. Now it's
Nelly and Powers through.
Oh, he's able to collect it twice now. He's knocked down. Daly all the way back to his back
great
line.
pickup by Willie.
If he blocks that down, that's great defense by Daly to hold him off until just 1 point. Daly wants a win, but that's Willie who takes a point. And we have a 3-point game with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
It's going to be a really tight one. Is the overtime, Bill? We might be looking how we're going to determine this one.
Oh, I don't know. Indian leg wrestle, flip a coin.
Who can drink the most points back in the...
We got to get to the club tavern and settle it like men.
For the AGM.
It's at the AGM. Yeah, exactly. By the way, those people listening, don't forget we got an AGM. 7:45 might be an aggressive start time. Probably more like 8 because everyone's got to have a little breakfast. But It's flicked by Nelly off the board. Boy, did he use the board nicely to gain control
Oh,
over that.
great save by
Slice.
Cobb.
Ball over and up against the boards. Now it's Willie and Daly, two big men trying to hold it. Determine who's going to figure out. Willie knocked down. Nelligan showing off here his skills, and he turns, hits, trickles over to Cobb. It's harmless. Now, can the counterattack produce something? A ball into Derek, who catches.
Derek lays it off
He
to
looks
Matt
for his
Fahey.
open fullback Fahey, who hits an open midfielder, Jerry.
Oh, just ran away from Jerry.
And that's a tough one sometime to get under. Well, we got 4 minutes, 40 seconds,
3 points
43.
left, Bill.
We've
We've got
the game. We finally got the game.
We won what we wanted, Bill.
The ball trickles over to Andy. Andy collects. He's in the midfield.
Shite.
Puts it in on the.
Was that just
did I hear
bent around the
No,
post?
it was saved by Derek. Now, well.
Oh,
now he makes him pay a nice
Nappy. I must say, Nappy.
Shot.
He's been just doing the Trojan work, and he's getting the scores.
Exactly.
It's been hard fought for him.
Right,
and Nelly and Andy being here tussling for it.
Two men playing it right up against the boards, easy on each other. We are. Oh, a nice little shoulder, but Nelly puts it over the bar. A beautiful shot.
Andy Bean, he has the heart. He has the determination. Maybe lack a bit of hurling, but he's really bringing his game to the fore today. Like,
I can tell you, of all the players, particularly of the American players, the guy that loves all Gaelic sports the most is this Andy Bean right here. He couldn't believe what the day we had football followed by hurling. Talk about Christmas. That was a Christmas for him.
Yeah, well.
Jumped out of bed. Just ask him. He loves them both. It's great. Here comes Jerry, the man from Awfully.
The man from Awfully. Lovely skill.
Solos over the midfield. Now he's held
where's the free?
Where's the call? Nope, hand pass, live play. Here we go, still going. Logan didn't see it.
All right, he's
now
calling
what's
it back.
he calling? He's calling it back. All right.
He's calling it free. I say he was given advantage.
That's
Everyone
right.
stopped still.
Right. He's Americanizing the sport. He's going to look at the replay.
VAR.
Decision. Let's stop everything. He's calling steps. All
calling
right.
steps.
All right.
Oh.
All right,
Sean.
we're going to do a throw in. All right, two guys following each other, he called.
David Nelligan, John Kenny, two men with no conscience.
They sort out the injuries after the game. I know that they don't worry about how they feel for the in between the lines here.
Oh,
so
Nelly's on the ball.
Great. Boy, look at the speed. He's stood up and wrapped up by good call by. But you got to give the referee a chance to call it.
But Jake had no option there. He was going to pull him down because he was too.
Cobb!
What a save by Stephen Cobb!
The ricochet is collected by Jake, who puts it into Daly, who sends it over to the board, and these tight games are tough to ref. I feel for Logan.
I know these tight games are really tight.
Oh, jeez, I got the outcome in my hands here. I don't want to blow it. And he's doing a great job.
And it's 5 points is the difference. Yep. But what a save by Stephen Cobb. And I must say, Bill, I know it's pretty early to be 2 minutes left, but man of the match has to be one of the goalkeeper. Whichever goalkeeper's on the winning side, I think, is a potential.
All right, so now the tough call is, did it go into the rafters, or did we have a tussle, or what's going on here?
It looks like we have a free from the rafters.
Time is ticking.
With 5 points left, it's in the melting pot. One goal.
Oh! In the back of the net, that's Jerry with the great goal.
Oh, that was Willie with the free.
Was that not deflected?
Was that deflected? It could be.
Deflected off Jerry there, yeah.
Whoa, jeez, that was we're in for now 2 points.
Now Red wants it.
John Kenny has it.
John Kenny with the
and he puts 3.
And a point is awarded to Johnny Kenny.
50-47 with 90 seconds on the clock, Bill. This is what we got up early for.
This is what I got up early for. Over to
Nappy.
Oh, Nappy.
Pressure on by Willie.
Down by Willie. Both teams with their full strength squads out here. They're giving it all they want. They want this win. This is what people paid money for their tickets for.
This is why people on the stream.
Hey, we got our man from Quebec.
Quebec.
Loving the comments.
Loving it.
Thanks, boys. All right, so the ball trickles into the corner. It's
Dave.
And we got
and a fight. We have everything, Bill. We have a fight between Willie and Nappy.
Logan, get it going. Running clock.
And there's 47. Come on, Logan, get it going. Oh, Bill, it's just fucking.
An extra 5 minutes we could use. Yeah, come on, Logan, let's go.
Come on, Logan, let's go.
Right, there's the throw in. The ball's in. Now the Reds got it. Daly needs a goal.
30 seconds on the clock.
He's trying to find someone. It's blocked down by Nelly. No, Red is up. I'm sorry, Red is up. Blue needs a goal to make it a great swing by Derek. It's getting rough.
Oh, come on.
With 23. Oh.
We have a serious.
Logan's going to call the game. It's getting too rough around the thing. He's had enough. 3-point game. That's it. So he
3
wants
point
to end
game.
it. All right. He's taking his helmet. He's called it.
He
That's it.
has enough of the abuse.
He's concerned that people will be injured. We'll be hearing a buzzer in 5 seconds, and it'll be official. Our man of the match may very well be Logan for handling this. Perhaps we give him
well,
one
to be fair,
ball.
sometimes Bill and sometimes I think refs need to. Like, it was a really good performance by Logan.
Yeah.
I think for his first time out reffing, it was really strong.
Yeah.
But sometimes a bit of conflict like that is good.
Exactly. You know, you get you get it used to making those tough decisions at it. The story of the game is never supposed to be the ref, and it certainly isn't in
No,
this
it isn't.
case.
No, if
But
anything,
I can
Blue
tell
has
you.
left it behind them.
Yep.
Sluggish start.
Yep.
They went. Was it? I came on. It was pretty late. It was
Hand it
30-18, and
I've got to
and they
hand
turned it around.
Got to hand it to Team Challenge there. They put it all together on short notice. We're able to come away with a 3-point victory. Very, very satisfying game to watch.
And looking at nominations, man of the match, I think either goalkeepers, Stephen Cobb, Ben Bears, Matt Daly with 4-2.
Yep.
Then there was John Kenny with 3-3-3-3. So few people, and then on the blue team, Jerry Gretton, 4 goals, 2 points. Nelligan 1-5, 1-4.
Yep. You know,
so,
had Blue pulled it out, Jerry would be the far and away the man of the match. But he's on the losing side, and we had a great balanced presentation by Red. Daly first half, Kenny second half. Do you give more weight to the second half man of the match?
What do you do? Yeah,
that's tough.
And even looking at it, Bill, like since halftime,
I think you're
Blue
right.
came into it more.
Defense somewhere, and probably goalkeeper. That would leave us with Stephen
Like
Cobb.
Just looking at Stephen Cobb made some really vital saves there, whether it was Stephen Cobb or John Kenny. There was a few shots cleared off the line. Good under the high ball. Same with Ben Bears. They really kept the teams in. Like a pretty low scoring game. 50-47.
Alan wants to know if Green still gets the wooden spoon. I think that we'll dispense with that this year. It's kind of tough to say unless we have to want to come in if an open field allows for it. Grab those cameras. Thank you, Brady.
Overall, Bill, what was your thoughts of the game today and everything?
Overall, my thoughts were, like I say, real impressive for Red to throw a team together. I know that they had extensive chats, and by the leadership, it was Jake and Cobb who actually took on. They said, we'll take the reins and try and get these guys. They had them prepared. Blue, I got to hand it to them. Season essentially over, playoffs having already played. They said, we'll make a game of it, and it was a fantastic finish. So, man of the match, I guess we've decided it's the goalkeeper for Red.
I think Stephen Cobb is a serious thing for man of the match. A lot of saves, but even his distribution, how he started the Red attack. There's a few balls up to Dave Grieve, a few balls to Nappy. Just like launching the pad, that really gave them a solid thing. And overall for me, Bill, I know apologies to the viewers, I came a bit late.
It was worth
Thanks
rushing over for sure.
it was. I may have a speeding ticket, but it's well worth it.
Logan, get over here, man.
Logan, how are you doing?
Here.
Logan, for first reffing game,
fantastic, and
good job.
Fantastic finish. If man of the match were available to our man, we'd give it to
the
referee, but we had to pick a guy on the field. Good work, my brother.
Good job.
All right, we love you. All right, so that's it for the Hailstone Broadcast Network. I'm Bill Jones.
That's me from Ben.
And have a good morning, everybody.